I think this is okay. Yeah, looks
But is it
good.
recording?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Can see the screen, right?
Yeah. Perfect. We're all fine.
You can send us the video later.
I don't think I can send the whole video though. Might have to like send through email or
Yeah.
something.
And send you like a snapshot. Like,
Sure.
I thought they smoking already.
Wait, is it? The one part where I had the angle.
We are ready.
Are we ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
You must walk everywhere. Oh.
Yeah. Are we still going to be fine?
Wait, I time first. Yes. When you are ready, you can start.
Good morning, Mr. Go. My name is Angelico. She is Charmaine, and he is Wei Jin. Together, we are Group A. Before presenting our idea is to solve some sort of problem regarding pandemics. If not, what's the point, right? Here are some problems that we plan to solve with idea looking into this pandemic. Firstly, just 1 month into the first case, people started panic buying essentials. While buying excessively is a problem, we are talking about the overcrowding, which increases the risk of COVID. In addition, our second problem, due to the sudden hit of the pandemic, there was a shortage of masks. Therefore, without enough PPE, people might have to jeopardize their safety to carry out day-to-day needs such as buying groceries like in the picture, increasing their risk of catching COVID. Question, Mr. Wu. Wouldn't you be afraid and angry if you realized you didn't have enough masks to protect yourself and your family because of fellow Singaporeans trying to take advantage of the pandemic?
I'm supposed to respond. Yes.
Well, I agree. Which brings us to our third problem. People trying to sell protective equipment at an extortionate price for monetary gain. Similar to the second problem, without adequate protective equipment to protect themselves, the chance of getting COVID increases for these people. Lastly, the most important to end all pandemics, usually a cure is made. However, the problem with cures or vaccines in this case is that vaccines does not guarantee immunity. Secondly, you might not always have the vaccines in hand. The testing, the manufacturing, this time period is unknown to us. And people might die because of that. And we want to prevent that. Hence, our goal is to prevent the spread of the disease before it kills someone. Just like the best module in SE, prevention and control of infectious diseases, prevention comes before control. The best solution to fighting a disease. Hence, the saying shouldn't go, prevention is not only better than cure, but prevention is better than cure and control. So onwards to our aim. Our aim is to create a pandemic preparedness kit which will contain items that ideally prevent the spread of diseases. I know there have been many kits made in this pandemic, the ART kit, the PCR kit, but this kit will end all kits. So our plan to create the best kit possible is through these steps. Firstly, create our ideal kit, such as what items it should contain. Secondly, conduct a survey to find out 2 things. 1, see whether our kit has met the needs of Singapore via adequate protection. And 2, if Singapore's strategy of attacking pandemics could be improved. After collecting the results, we will assess the survey results, implement suggestions, and lastly, recommend improvements. Hopefully, through these steps, we have created an affordable yet effective kit against diseases. Now, I'll pass the time to Charmaine to go through our prototype and survey results. Thank you.
Talking about our prototype actually consists of a storage box with the following items: face mask, gloves, thermometer, basic first aid kit, PPE gowns, face shield, as well as sanitizing agents. Our group has conducted a survey, and I will be sharing some of the responses that we have gathered. We asked if the government and relevant agencies will provide each household with a pandemic preparedness kit. What item do you think is important to them? Among the 7 items that we have listed, the top 5 were masks, gloves, sanitizing agents, thermometer, and first aid kits. Moving on, our second question was, if the kit was chargeable at a subsidized cost, will they purchase it? 69.8% of the responses was yes, and the remaining felt that the government should be the one supplying the kit to the citizens for free, like the trace together tokens as well as the mask. They are able to find cheaper alternatives online and will only get the required items. Next, where would be the best place for you to collect or purchase the preparedness kit? The top 2 responses were CCs as well as the RC zones within residential areas. Next, lastly, is there any other feedbacks or suggestions? Below were some of the responses from our responders, and they said that fair subsidies or make it free of charge for those who cannot afford it. Make sure public are always well informed about the latest updates and restrictions. Have more emergency services as well as well-resourced healthcare organizations. Next, I'll pass the time to Regine, who will talk about how we have achieved our aim.
First, I would like to refresh our memory of what our aim is. So our aim is to create a pandemic preparedness kit, which consists of items to help us mitigate and prevent the spread of the disease. And I can safely say that we have achieved our aim because we have sufficient information from our respondee of our survey, and they told us that what is essential for their daily needs, and we are prepared for the future circumstances that might come and Singapore might face, and we will be able to break the chain of infection with this preparedness kit. Moving on, there's a lot of room of improvement for our preparedness kit right now. Firstly is about because we talk about subsidized costs that the government provided. But there's like a high 30% of a person say that they won't purchase it at a subsidized cost, and then they commented that they can buy cheaper outside. So we would like to conduct another survey and ask like what is their like affordable price that they can afford. And secondly, the improvement is besides having a preparedness kit, we think that informing citizens is crucial as well. And actually, Singapore have a Telegram group that inform people about like the newest legislation and like the COVID matters. And for the third one, is timely stock correction. One of our problem was because we might go to like shopping centers to buy the essentials, and then we don't practice social distancing. So we plan on having a time stock collection so that they can use safe distancing. Next. Our fourth improvement will be we will be limiting to top 5 items only for the essential, because for daily needs we don't really need PPE gowns to actually clean our house, and we feel that only like the top 5 will be very important for essentials. And for the last one is we feel that we should have instruction on how to sanitize properly for households, so that they can properly sanitize ourselves. And with that, I will end our presentation here. Thank you.
Okay. Like many groups, I think it's important to have a page number for the slides. It's also good. also good to give an overview before the treatment. Okay? I'm trying to be a little picky here because there's not much things I can pick on. Okay? So maybe good to have an overview. It will really help you. Okay? The next thing is yeah, I think your results are very comprehensive. The questions asked, you're really trying to find out, dig out some information so that you go to the next step of the project. You have a very clear reason why you're doing it. That is probably the most important. Okay, so that's very good. And you reiterate the aims again and again. I thought that was very essential, very important. Okay. Now the other thing is, a vaccine is not the cure. Somewhere, one of the slides will give the impression, but after that, you mention prevention rather than cure. So vaccine is not the cure. Okay, we go to your slides. It's like the very beginning part. I think there is a problem. Don't use the word problems. Problem to me is you have some problem, you have an issue. What is the better word?
Challenges.
Very good. So you use the word challenge. Because challenges is more positive. So I have a problem. I have a challenge. And you are here to help. You are here to try to come up with some solution to overcome it. If you have problem like so I think all the words that has to do with problem, you change the challenges, it seems like you're more proactive. Very fun. So in future, if you have any other your own finding project, I don't know what project, if you go to an internship, you say, oh, while doing this, we have challenges. Okay, so these are the challenges. Listen down, this is how we want to overcome. It's more positive. Instead of telling Bob, wow, I have a lot of problems and so like something, don't know whether it's your problem or other people's problem for you. Yes. So maybe you go to the next slide. Okay, the next one. Okay, so it's good that you try to engage me. Okay, so I thought that's good. Okay, but no need to sell this module. That's fine. Okay, the next one. Okay, go on to the survey. Okay. The previous slide. A lot of pictures. Idea of it, do you have a key between 10 information 5 items?
Also, after all our discussion, right, we wanted to use the key to the doctor or actually we wanted to have this idea of wanting to let the people, or citizens choose the items that they need.
So you have not reached that stage, right?
Yeah, because
maybe you can also, even before you reach that stage, maybe you can suggest, maybe these are the 5, then you see what they say lah. Because what they choose may not be the best. So maybe you can just suggest that you complete it. And the next one. Let's get a question. Government. This word government very vague. Okay, government. So the Irish also is like so actually, a 5 items here. If we want to trust this, that means this is. But how do you let them choose? That means you have all these, just do a checkbox and choose one. So actually, they will choose everything.
yeah.
So it seems that the light mask and sanitization. Okay, right, the next one. So they also give comments
We
if
ask
they
them.
choose yes or no.
No, yes, there will be any comments, but for no, there will be.
Just to improve your slide, your pie chart can be a little more exciting. Make it more visually interesting. Maybe the red color can cut out or like that. Just make it a little more appealing, that's all. But it doesn't really matter. Just want to make it even better. Okay, next question. What